Ways of avoiding conflicts. Conflicts can't end because it makes life meaningful. Winning them is making life sweet. Losing it makes life bitter. No development without conflict. No punches, you can't respect each other. The ones who fight are the ones who console one another again. Love your enemy to test the width of your mind. You may see yourself fighting with someone every day and later realize it's the unsound. Nothing that will keep close to God fast like problems. Conflict is an opportunity to those with tradition of seeing the good in bad and to those with tradition of seeing bad in good. Have peace with everybody. Peace in biblical, peace in Proverbs. Conflict is a gear of moving fast forward. It is the same as hitting a frog's butt, and this is the reality of loving your enemy. Who do you do bad? Pay them with good deeds. When your enemy falls down, lift him up to move you forward. Nobody who stumbled themselves and fell back. All do stumble and fall forward. When you slide, that is where you fall back. So therefore, stumbling is not sliding. Stumbling is going forward. Did you stumble? Just move forward. You are going through hardships, soften them. Know that if you are going through hardships, one day you will move on sweet things. When you are going through sweet things, remember one day you will go through bitterness. Life is a circle. Getting is not smartness. Lacking is not foolishness. What knocks you is what gives you lessons. Move forward. Who doesn't deny losing is not a competitor. Competition is movement. Movement is frictional. Without friction, there is no sparkles. The old got friction by chopping sticks. Without a friction, a car can't move. Without friction, there is no development. Just because I said conflict is beneficial, I don't tell you to go and cause conflict intentionally and get benefit. Being chivalric means avoiding conflicts that are not a must. Here are the 10 conflicts. 1. Stop talking too much. Many conflicts happen because you talk too much. You want to speak for everything that you see, storytelling everything that you are told. It's bad if you want to be safe on earth, avoid your tongue. Too much talking will make you stumble with your own tongue and be in a serious conflict. When the words come out of your mouth, you can't return them back. You will apologize and you'll be responding back you're forgiven. But the truth is, what you say to people will remain in their minds and hearts and consider you an idiot. It's 100 times better to act a fool and people talk about you as the way they want, rather than talking too much and create a bad image in the eyes of the society. Dialogues is amazing, but it's better to stumble your toe than your tongue. Too much talking builds a gossip attitude in you. This is why these days men are too much paparazzis than women, even though we say women are the one leading. You will stop gossip if you stop talking too much. God had placed brain near to the mouth to help you reflect before speaking, but still when you keep talking, people wonder at you. If mouth was to the legs, how could it be? When you give yourself time to talk about what you want to speak, you're giving yourself space to correct. Sometimes being silent in life is not a talent, but a discipline. 1. Stay silent when you feel angry because anger leads to problems. 2. Stay quiet if you have no information about what you wanted to say so as you avoid to shout rather than to argue. 3. Be quiet when it comes your time to listen so as you learn, because when you speak, you repeat only what you know. When you listen, you will never get what you know. 4. Be quiet if you know your words will ruin. When they come out, you can't return in your mouth. 5. Remain quiet if you know later you'll embarrass yourself about what you said. 6. Quiet if you know the time you have is time for work. The one who avoids his tongue will protect thy soul and suffering. May God give you grace of building your inner discipline of staying quiet, meaning the words from your mouth is a trap. 7. Set your boundaries. Habits lead to trouble. Every human has boundaries. You don't have starting having them now. Stop bad habits with people, you'll get hurt. Someone who doesn't know you can't hurt you easily. Try not to test people and they will not taste you. Your boss should remain your boss. Never taste him, which will result you to lose your job. Fight with the situation. Know your responsibility and be busy with your own responsibilities. And your friends too have their own responsibilities. Leave them with their own. The benefits of doing this are many than troubles. Remember, boundaries does not mean separating yourself, living on your own world. No, boundaries is not selfishness, meaning having great relationship with everyone without bad habits. You promote them, you'll be contempted. They will never see the good in you. Know how they are doing. Greet them when you see them. Help people but not exceeding good deeds than your ability. Participate in every society activities because you don't know who will bury you. All that is possible without used to. Now don't stop attending funerals, weddings, congregations and baby showers thinking it's boundaries. It's unfair. Remember, life is all about cooperation. Another thing, don't waste your time in life changing people. Change yourself. It's not an easy thing changing somebody. It is not an easy thing changing somebody. Others are chronic and become impossible to their parents. Just to love everybody even if you think it can't be loved. Respect everybody even if you think they can't be respected. Remember the one you contempt. Others call him dad. Others call him brother. They call him uncle. Another thing, listen so as you may understand and not listening so as you may answer. Many people listen so as they may answer and not listening so as they may understand. Other things don't need answers, they need silence. Responding to them leads to circumstances. Learn to listen and therefore speak. This will help you to argue than shout. Without worrying, I see so many of you blaming you for the mistake that you haven't done. When it happened to you, what did you do? Or when it happens to you today, what will you do? With big mouth and small ears who panic for little things and answer in anger. There he listened just to answer and not listen to understand. When he listened to understand, he couldn't panic. In other way, he could smile and forget it. Listen, when it comes at this situation, someone jumps on you, listen to him and use 4 magic phases, and you see the one who jumps on you turning smaller quickly like an ant. Now these are the 4 phrases. Oh, interesting. Wow, I didn't hear you clearly. Why did you do that? Why didn't you ask? They are the one jumping on you, even if it is your boss, will find himself foolish. Maybe he has to already be foolish. Try this today and you will tell me. When you learn to listen, you will never dare to throw a punch unnecessarily. Sometimes you may try to punch and bad luck you can get folded. Use those phrases even to the ones who taste you. The more you understand, the more it becomes less complicated. Empty vessels makes most noise. Knowledge is knowing what to say. Wisdom is knowing when it is the time to tell. 4th, what you do not want done to yourself, do not do to others. It is not good to eat someone's transport money if you can't go. It's unfair because when it's done to you, you will feel pain. Stop begging money to your friends because you make them make a scene of abusing you in silence, like the way you also hate to be begged money. Don't hang up on others as the way you hate to be hanged. You pay the price for it because karma lives on. You pay